Simon Scott said to me, a carp's optimum feeding temperature is sort of 28 degrees. That is when they're at their most ravenous. So anything from 16 to 28 degrees, if you're willing to test the water or just know you're out in the sunshine, that's where that little family there are absolutely brilliant. Okay. Inside of that, that's where the ones that you love a lot, the Supremes.
Yeah, because I just tend to use high attract hook baits more in the spring. So then that's where I find out what ones work for me generally. So yeah, the ones that when you put in your mouth, you're like, Jesus, that's sweet.
Yeah,
they're the ones that I feel work in the spring and the winter. And then, like you said, the ones in the middle here are sort of just smooth. I think for years and years we've smelt pop-ups and not really tasted the liquid. A lot of the old ones I used to use, like, didn't work very well. If you put them in your mouth, it really tastes horrible.
Bitter.
Yeah, and the fish have got to taste it. No, they're not smelling it, they're tasting it. So whatever tastes nice to you is going to work well for the fish. And often these are the ones that really taste nice, and they're the ones that work in the summer when everything's working, smoothly.
Yeah, and the thing to remember, what the water temperature is doing for these is actually making them more soluble. So when things are warmer, things are more soluble. If you try to mix granules of coffee with cold water, doesn't happen. Do it with warm water, you get a great response. So if you think about it that way, but these Supremes, what Tom's saying as well is very true in the way that a lot of Rod Hutchinson's old books, if you read about his winter fishing, he was big into flavours, and some of my best ever pop-ups back in the day, before these came along, were always using old Hutchie's old flavours mixed with some of the mainline newer ones, or I'd give them to mainline and try to get something created. And it was always the ones that Rod Hutchinson used to describe as electrocuting your tongue.
Like fizz almost there.
Yeah, you'd get
tingle.
The Nouvelle Fit. You'd get like you get that tingle, and I suppose one of the ones that doesn't taste great out there. I mean, I can't remember what list we put it in. It's probably is that Mystic Spice?
Yep.
Yeah. Great one in the winter.
Yeah.
Tastes like medicine. You know.
That clove, very hot.
And in South Africa where these were developed, those almost bizarre smelling, tasting ones are the most popular.
Yeah.
But believe it or not, in England and Europe, the most popular in sales are almost the ones that smell and taste nice, like Tom said. Because it's the combination between the fish loving them and the anglers loving them.
Yeah, definitely.
But the Mystic Spice is one of Danny's favourites. Daryl's been using it a lot in the winter this year so far at Blastford.
You've got to remember though, these ones like the Mystic Spice that are making you do that when you put it in your mouth.
Yeah.
They seem to work really well at a time of year when the fish's senses are really down as well. So they're, they're,
so you get one of them, aren't you? A little jab.
They're tasting at 10%. So if you tasted that at 10%, if you put that in a glass of 100 ml of water and only put 10 ml in there, it wouldn't be as strong, but you'd still just be able to taste it, which is what's happening in the winter. Whereas if you use that in the summer, I think it would be too strong for them. But maybe,
fair point.
Maybe it wouldn't be.
No. I think that's a really, really valid point, and that's that whole electrocution style emotion that some of these give to the fish underwater. You're getting that reaction.